Let's see if we can get the best of you in the backcourt. But this has been a complete Oklahoma team effort to get to this point.
Mohamed McGee will jump center against Trevin Brazil, and we are underway with one spot remaining in the SEC semifinals. Xavier Brown, here's Trevin Brazil from Richmond, and Acup guarded by Tay Davis, one of the best defenders in the league. Davis will have his hands full with the history-making Darius Acup Jr. tonight. Mid-range jumper, what a start, splashes it down.
What a prime example earlier.
It's a top-scoring duo in the country. In and out, but Brazil is there for a foul. He's coming off of a clutch, and Brazil inside. Now Richmond from deep. Oklahoma will probably let him have that, even though he's been much more efficient lately.
They're going to bait him into those.
Here's Davis working out Pringle and gets it to go.
As good as Arkansas is it back against this Oklahoma team.
Brazil with a mismatch, size on Pat. Out to Acup. Assist to Brazil. Another make for Darius Acup Jr.
That ankle seems to be feeling better, but
efforts in the Missouri game with Acup on the bench. Pack penetrates, has it knocked away. Here's Darius Acup Jr. He's got 7 of the Hogs now.
That all starts with this one.
Brown had 16 in last night's win for OU. Brazil with a big block. McGee hustles his way into the putback.
Good extra effort there.
Thompson picks up his dribble. Pack over Acup. That's a fun matchup. Now listen, Lane, Darius Acup Jr. something special.
I think their shot quality's been really good, though.
Third game in 3 days for the Sooners. Here's Davis. Got it.
He's got a Swiss Army knife. He's going to...
He was banged up going into that Alabama game in which he said an Arkansas freshman. Oh, my goodness gracious. Davis has a run. Xavier Brown downhill. Big time block by Wagner. Shakes his head. Here's Acup. 2 on 3. Beats everybody.
That's where you must get back, and they've done such a good job of their opponent's points to come to the fast break. That's 12th in the country, and so you see how quickly their guards can get back.
Acup for 3. He got a bit of a breather. He was on the bench for about 48 seconds.
He was putting on a...
And you can get lost in all of the accolades for Darius Acup Jr. Here's Pat. Spins it in off the glass.
This is an Oklahoma.
Pringle for Acup, who's rewriting the record book, and this time he connects with the lob, and the jam for Nick Pringle.
And Reed's like, man...
And the game in Norman in January. Davis over Brazil. They started the tournament with a win against South Carolina by a dozen. Pack drops it off for Reed, and the reverse goes for Darion Reed for his first bucket.
You get caught
with a double overtime loss at Alabama, a game in which he was limited during practice that week. For 3, yes sir! Darius Acup with a monster first half.
Well, what can't he do? He's doing it off the catch, off the bounce, transition, throwing lobs, hitting threes, contested, uncontested, however you want it. Acup's giving it to you.
Here's Pack, the veteran, trying to answer the freshman, and does so. Fun matchup in the backcourt. Acup's
the shooters they have on the floor.
Sooners by 3. Here's Darion Reed. Darion Reed getting it done.
Not out-rebounding you right now. Oklahoma winning the rebounding margin 18-8 right now. Keep it up was the message from the coaches.
And of those 18-5 on the offensive side, Billy Richmond rolls it home. I don't know if there's a better finisher in the league. He shoots 70
components on the offensive end.
With those free throws, Pack crossed the 2,300-point plateau in his college career. Now 2,302. Ewan takes it strong to the rack.
He is wired to score. When that ball gets in his hand,
Thomas finds Richmond.
He's a terrific punter. I love how he does not stand.
Brown, Philly native, turnaround over Wagner, got it.
That's a tough two, Wagner.
Ball fake got Richmond up.
match thing. So you got Thomas who could wheel around or just pitch it right back to him full head of steam.
Here's Acuff into the front court with 3-2, three-pointer. Good! Darius Acuff Jr. closes the half just like he started it. It's a 21-point half for Darius Acuff, his 6th this season.
And you get a good contest there, and you want to defend without fouling. Prime example, good defense, better offense.
Porter Mose go back inside Mizzou Arena. Posting up Pat. Draws a double. Here's Thomas with the pump fake. Rebound good for the Pittsburgh native.
That was a perfect pump fake by Thomas.
Brown looks for McGee. Oh, almost had a highlight reel one-hand jam.
They've missed a couple opportunities. Pack threw one low that turned into a deflection. That one was a little off as well, but those were 4 possible points.
What a follow on the jam by Nick Pringle. And Arkansas climbs back in front. Brown dumps it off. Reed with the dunk, and we seesaw back and forth. Arkansas' spot in the NCAA tournament is secure. Oklahoma trying to earn it. Here's Richmond. Brazil foul.
Brown got stuck under the basket. And Brazil.
Reed, quick release of the 3. Good! Oklahoma back in front.
And that's that paint.
If you wanted to see an example, all you had to do is look at John Calipari's team, which started 1-5 in league play last year, and then turned it up. Here's Acuff. Billy Richmond with the putback.
Get some second chance opportunities. Brazil's had 2 offensive.
Yelatanza with a screen for Pat. And Richmond erases it. Here comes Acuff. 3-on-2 Arkansas. And Brazil with the nifty move to finish.
And that's what Billy Richmond does for your team. Why he's one of the best glue guys in the country. He's a momentum-changing type player.
Tied at 48. Can Reed answer? No. Brazil the board, and then he's immediately fouled by Jones. Look for their former Dale Pirate from Dale, Oklahoma. Population just 300. Or more than that in a single section inside Bridgestone town. Baseline jumper good. Darius Acuff Jr.
It's not like he looked.
Been tied 6 times. We've had 9 lead changes. Brazil. Dipsy-do, follow jam.
And all starts with a good pump fake. Tay Davis has to stay on the ground.
54-50, Arkansas with the lead. Still 8 points, but just 4 of 11 shooting and 0 for 3 from deep. Oh, Acuff gamble. Brown wins it into the corner with a pump fake for Jadon Jones. And McGee inside pays it off.
When you see the penetration, I was just watching blow-bys happen and nobody's coming down into the paint.
Acuff to Thomas. Yes, sir. Malik Thomas for 3. Arkansas back in front.
I love the shot preparation by Thomas. You really don't want to help off in the corners, especially when it's a shooter like Thomas.
Brown dumps it off to Reed, and he's fouled, and he's going to the line.
It's just baseline cut after. He's an unsung hero. He keeps a lot of possessions alive, and he doesn't try to shoot his own shot. He just tries to get possessions like that. That's a 3-point play.
Guarded by the freshman. Pull up. Ewan with high 4. McGee went down. Here's Acuff off the feed, and he in turn gives it to Ewan, who cuts his way to a bucket.
Ewan sprint on that.
Help Brazil. You don't have to come down with it, but you have to make him uncomfortable.
Yelatanza steps up and pulls in the reverse.
Well, and it's all been interior passing.
Improved their resume with another quad 1 win tonight. And other bubble teams have fallen by the wayside. Sooners are making a statement. So is that man, Darius Acuff Jr.
And a nice set play. They lift.
Tay Davis, the best defender for Oklahoma. Now Ewan downhill. Jams it home.
Good job getting Ewan on the perimeter. McGee doesn't want to have to guard every pass. Reed's been good in this second half. Thomas didn't let him have an easy catch.
Richmond with a burst to the bank. And Arkansas's got a 2-score lead. This is unfolding very similar to the matchup at Lloyd Noble earlier this season. Thomas Thomas, live Brazil slam.
That's all belief.
The only loss in that span to the Florida Gators. Here's A-Cup for three. Yes, sir, Darius A-Cup. Nothing doing on the other end for Oklahoma. Brazil will Reed wanted to go to McGee, nearly walked with it. Instead, it pays off on a corner three for Tay Davis.
We'll stop right here.
Every bubble team in the world wants Arkansas to hang on to this 2-point lead. It's A-Cup, quick release. Oh my goodness, he did it again! It's a 2-possession lead for Arkansas. Up 4, 23 to play. Xavier Brown with the drive, reverse layup, good.
And there's 5 on the clock. I'm thinking, hey, if I'm there, he's gonna try to put this on the deck. And he surprises Brown by elevating right away. And man, he's shown you all 3 levels. If that's not an NBA type shot, I don't know what is. Fading away, yet still.
Monster free throw for Thomas, 4-point lead.
How good are these freshmen? Ice in their veins. A-Cup, then Thomas.
Sooners got to push it. And a straight take and another layup. 11.2 remaining. It was Davis. Short, 10 to play. Oklahoma can tie it with a 3. Here's Nigel Pack. Screen from McGee. 3 for the tie. No good. McGee with the rebound. It's stripped away. And that's the end of the run for Oklahoma with a check of the clock coming. Here's Brazil. And that's the end of the game. Oklahoma will sweat out Selection Sunday. Did they do enough to impress the committee? We won't find out for another couple of days. John Calipari continues to chase for his 7th SEC tournament title. Arkansas closes hot, making